Breaking news, stop the presses, this just in. America is moving to the left, at least on social issues. That's not my conclusion. Some striking new numbers in a Gallup poll saying that 31% of Americans describe their own views on social issues as liberal compared to 31% who say they're conservative on social issues. The same level, the first time in the 15 or 16 years that Gallup has been measuring this, that there has been parity, driven mainly by two questions, the subject of sort of hot-button cable news debates. One of them is same-sex marriage. 60% of Americans now favoring gay marriage, 51% favoring the legalization of marijuana. Now, this is driven, I think, in significant measure by younger voters who have a more libertarian view on questions like that. And, you might ask, well, how much are the media influencing this? I asked that very question. I think certainly these days the coverage of same-sex marriage has been sympathetic, to say the least. But I think on something like that, and even though all the baby boomers did a lot of dope in the 60s and 70s, I don't think that the press was particularly pushing for legalized pot. I do think the media and the entertainment media, the TV shows, the sitcoms, the movies, tend to reflect popular culture on this. So, how much effect will this have on the 2016 race? It is absolutely no secret that Hillary Clinton is moving to the left on social issues, criminal justice issues, and things like that. Obviously, she's doing that in part to protect herself against the Elizabeth Warren flank of her party. But at the same time, I think that's her sense of where the country is. Republicans, it's interesting. I mean, for the first time, you've got Republicans, Rand Paul, Rick Santorum, and others talking about income inequality, talking about raising the minimum wage. So I think we're seeing it there too. Now, this doesn't mean the country's gone totally nutso left because of a very other important statistic uncovered by Gallup, and that is when it comes to economic issues, it's still 2-to-1 conservative. 39% of those questioned in this survey say they're conservative on economic issues. 19% say they're liberal. And I always believe for all of the attention and all of the noise and all of the arguments that you see on the web and on cable over these hot button social issues, it's really the bread and butter stuff, jobs, the economy, how secure you feel about your wages, how you feel about your family's economic status, your kids. I always think in the end that drives elections. And so the Democrats have to be careful about moving too far left, too far toward the Elizabeth Warren position, because they may alienate many of the people who still view themselves as conservative economically. But the fact is, on the social stuff that has gotten so much attention in the media, I think on these questions, the culture war is over and liberals have won. That doesn't mean that there aren't a lot of people who are still opposed to same-sex marriage, support traditional marriage, don't want legalized drugs, and lots of other things. And I think it's important that we respect their views and we not act like everybody agrees with the liberal position. But clearly, the times, they are changing.